Just making a quick video about the Honeywell replacement filters issue. Problem is that some of the replacement filters have a very bad toxic smell. So your filters that you buy and replace, some people may have noticed that they have a very, very bad chemical toxic fume off gas. That is, when you use it, it will emit that smell through the filter and out into the house. And I've had this happen, and it is horrible. It is like chemical toxic fumes that makes you feel very sick, gives you headaches, and makes you just feel like something is really wrong. It smells terrible. Your whole house smells horrible, like burning plastic or some kind of a disgusting burning chemical. If you got allergies or asthma or any kind of breathing problem, this is going to make it a lot worse for you. So I have contacted Honeywell regarding this issue, and they completely ignored me. They didn't respond. The customer service completely ignored me. So I've had to adapt to finding other filters, and I have tried off-market filters, and the quality of those are kind of hit or miss. I got a box of these from Amazon. These filters are just a generic replacement filter that you can get a box of them from Amazon. Let's see if there's anything specific on this, but what the name of them exactly were. But this is kind of a separate issue from the Honeywell brand official ones. So I will talk about these replacement ones in a minute and finish focusing on this one. So if you need filters because you got asthma, your house with all these wildfires and all this nasty stuff in the air getting into your house, we need it. If you don't have a good HVAC system installed in your house, and you have an older house, it's essential to have something. You need something to breathe. So instead of getting stuck in a position where you're buying one of these, you're taking it home, you're opening it up, you're installing it into your unit, and then you notice this horrible smell. This is my tip for anyone. Go to your department store and find the box and take it off the shelf. Make sure that no workers are around, and if there are workers around, just take a box, take it with you, walk off, go off and look at some other things in the store, and while you're doing that, pop the lid, or if no one's around, just pop the lid, and the filter will be in there in this plastic. And what you want to do is you just want to crack open a corner or anywhere in here of the plastic. Just tear a hole big enough for your nose. And then you're going to want to you're going to want to lift this out a little bit so you're not smelling it from inside the box. You want to pull this out just a little bit and actually smell inside the packaging of the filter that it's contained in. Now, if it smells good, like clean, like it maybe has a little bit of a fabric smell, then it's fine and it's good. But if it has a toxic plastic, nasty chemical smell, don't buy it. Put it back, shove it back in there, close it back up, put it back on the shelf, and then grab another one, and then do the same thing, and just open the box again, take it out a little, make sure there's no workers staring at you, because they might, be like, what are you doing? But if it's good, if it smells fine, you're gonna buy it anyways. So if enough people just start doing this, because Honeywell doesn't give a doesn't care, because with the customer service completely ignoring you and just being like, yeah, sure, whatever, go ahead and, you know, pay $35 for one filter, or 32 or whatever it is if you just buy them individually. And I recommend getting them individually, because if you buy a whole case and they all stink, then you're stuck with a whole case of them. So it sucks having to pay more for them individually, but at least this way you can smell test each one. Now, if you open the box and there's already a hole in it, like there's a hole torn in it already, someone else probably did the smell test. And if there's a hole torn in the top, then that's a sign right away for you to say, okay, somebody else already did this and it didn't pass the smell test and they didn't buy it. So you can still attempt to do the smell test to double check if there is a hole already in it. Otherwise, if it does smell, just just leave it on the shelf. Honeywell can let that product sit, screw it. They don't, it's unfortunate that people have to resort to these types of tactics in order to make sure that they're buying a filter that isn't going to give them cancer. I'm doing what I have to do to protect myself and my life and my breathing, and I could care less about this corporation. If there were a way for me to go back in time and not buy this unit, I wouldn't buy it. I don't recommend Honeywell at all whatsoever. They overcharge. The VOC sensor in the unit is a total gimmick. It's placebo at best. It doesn't detect virtually anything at all. So getting to these off-market replacement filters that you can buy, a lot of things nowadays after COVID have changed the way that warehouses basically the protocol for storage warehouses have changed. So a lot of it's kind of been mandated in a sense, but a lot of these items that you can buy from like Amazon or from big department stores that are warehoused, these warehouses have protocols for disinfectants. So they'll use aerosol sprays to essentially fill the entire warehouse with a decontaminant aerosol, which does have a slight Febreze-like fragrance to it. So if you're buying air filters like this from Amazon, they're more than likely going to come shipped smelling like a Febreze-like smell, which really sucks because a lot of products nowadays are coming to my house smelling like this, and a lot of my items I return. But what I decided to do with these is to take them out of the plastic and let them sit in the window, right? Let them sit in the window where the sun's gonna hit, and just let them sit for a whole day and let that sun help evaporate and gas off that residual smell that's in the filters. And then after one day, you're gonna wanna flip it and you're gonna wanna do the other side. Now, when I smell these, they still smell a little bit like Febreze, because I still gotta do this side for tomorrow. The one side smells fine, but the other side smells horrendously like Febreze. So it'll take a couple days for them to gas off, but once they do, if you're lucky, they'll be fine. And if you don't want to have to deal with this inconvenience, then I would completely avoid buying air filters from Amazon at all, because it's gonna come. It's guaranteed that they're going to come with a. Your package is gonna come disinfectant. It's gonna come with that aerosol sprayed disinfectant that has gotten into the box itself. If you smell inside the box, it smells like Febreze and perfume really bad. The plastic, it absorbs into the plastic, and then it's on your hands and you can smell it just throughout the house. So if you're really sensitive to that kind of thing, then that's what I recommend. So yeah, that's my advice, for this. This is pretty much, you can pretty much do this smell test technique for any model of these Honeywell filters. It doesn't matter because they're all created and fabricated in the same way. It's just a different model for the unit. So don't be afraid to do this, because you know what, your lungs and your health is far more important than someone getting upset that you poked a hole in the bag. So worst case scenario, you just say it was an accident, or the hole was already there. I don't know, and every time I do it, nobody ever blinks. No, I've never had an issue every time I do it, and I do it every single time now when I buy these, because I'm not gonna drive all the way to my department store, buy 2-3 of these, bring them home, install them, and then just turn my house into a gas chamber full of toxic fumes, and go, oh great, now I'm out 3, 6, 9, what's that, $90 for 3 of them, something like that, not including the carbon filter pre-filter and the other filters, the dust filters. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm gonna poke a hole in the bag right there and smell it. Like I don't care anymore. So that's what I recommend, and I hope this video helped anyone out there that is having issues with just trying to keep the air quality in their house clean and having trouble with these bogus filters that are just like, what are they even doing? Like, I'm surprised that nobody has had a lawsuit over it from getting sick or something, because it's pretty bad. Like it's like you're just taking plastic and just burning it and just huffing that right into your brain. So yeah, no, be safe out there. Take care. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.